Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, full of tall trees and colorful flowers, there lived a little tortoise named Tilly. Tilly loved her home, but she often felt a little sad.
I wish I could move as fast as the other animals. I always feel so slow.
The other animals were always running, jumping, or flying. One day, while Tilly was walking peacefully among the flowers, a starling named Suki saw her from a tree branch.
Hey, Tilly! How can you stay so calm all the time? I'm always flying here and there so fast that I barely have time to enjoy the forest.
It's not that I want to go slow, Suki. I just don't have a choice. Sometimes I wish I could be as fast as you or the rabbits.
You know what? I have an idea. How about we have a race?
A race? But you can fly and I can barely walk.
It doesn't matter. The fun is in the challenge. Trust me, you might surprise yourself. We'll race from the big oak tree to the waterfall on the other side of the forest. Let's see who gets there first.
Well, okay, Suki, I'll take your challenge.
The news of the race spread throughout the forest. The animals were all talking about it, and most of them thought that Suki, the speedy starling, would win without a doubt.
Suki will win in no time. Tilly is just too slow.
Don't underestimate Tilly. Speed isn't always the most important thing.
Suki took off quickly, soaring high over the trees. He looked down and saw Tilly walking slowly, but instead of heading straight for the finish line, he decided to take a little break.
I've got so much time. Tilly is way behind, so I can stop and enjoy some fruit from these trees.
Meanwhile, Tilly kept walking. Even though she was slow, she never stopped. Step by step, she got a little closer to the finish line.
The forest is so beautiful. Every flower is different and the trees are so tall. I don't think I'd notice all of this if I were rushing.
Tilly is still far behind, no rush.
Suki chats with a rabbit and gets distracted.
Aren't you supposed to be racing?
Oh, don't worry. I've got this race under control.
While Suki was distracted, Tilly had reached the river, right near the big waterfall. The sound of the rushing water excited her, and with a smile, she took her final steps toward the finish line. Tilly arrives at the finish line, and some of the animals cheer for her.
Tilly did it. She won the race.
I just didn't stop.
When Suki finally decided to head toward the finish line, she was completely shocked to see Tilly already there, waiting for her.
This can't be. Tilly, you've already made it.
That's right, Suki. I didn't stop once.
But I flew so fast. How did you beat me?
The trick is to keep going and enjoy the journey. Sometimes it's not about how fast you go. If you get distracted, you can lose sight of the goal.
You're right, Tilly. I'm always in such a hurry that I forget to enjoy the forest and the little things.
From that day on, Suki decided to fly a little slower and enjoy all the beauty the forest had to offer. And Tilly kept walking at her own pace, and knowing that patience and perseverance would always take her far. Sometimes you don't need to be the fastest to win the race. Patience, perseverance, and enjoying the journey can take you farther than you ever imagined.
Slow and steady, don't rush ahead. Patience is the key instead. One small step, you'll reach the end. A little time, and you'll ascend. Slow and steady, don't rush ahead. Patience is the key instead. One small step, you'll reach the end. A little time, and you'll ascend. Tilly walks step by step in the sun, no need to fret. Suki flies, zooms up high, but will she win up in the sky? Slow and steady, don't rush ahead. Patience is the key instead. One small step, you'll reach the end. A little time, and you'll ascend. Suki stops, rests a bit while Tilly moves without a quit. Slow and steady, on her way. She'll get there at her own pace today. Slow and steady, don't rush ahead. Patience is the key instead. One small step, you'll reach the end. A little time, and you'll ascend. Oh, everyone has their own pace. There's no need to rush the race. With a smile, take your time. Victory's yours when you climb. Slow and steady, don't rush ahead. Patience is the key instead. One small step, you'll reach the end. A little time, and you'll ascend. Oh, everyone has their own pace. There's no need to rush the race.